Yo, what up? I got an interview. Fucking IG's twerking. Tell him to come on my live. My live. Live. What it do though? What it do, dog? Oh, oh. Let me see if I can ask somebody. Yo, Sean, tell him to come on my live. Because I don't think his shit's working properly. So... I accept them.
Oh, there we
There we go.
What's good, bro?
What's good?
Yeah, the little technical
What's up,
difficulties, man. But you know how that go. But we here. We
I'm not
right here, my
again,
man.
so.
How you doing, man? It's been a minute.
Nah, it's been a quite second, brother. I'm good. I can't complain. Trying to change the world like
Yes,
Pinky and the Brain. I
sir,
ain't doing
man.
much,
So
yeah.
you gotta let the people know, man. Cause I think we had you on. I think this past summer. So tell us what you've been having going on since the last show.
Oh, man, I'm working, man. I got my new album coming called ETM, Educated Thug Music Volume 2. I did two movies, you understand, called Judge No Book. Shout out to my
Mm-hmm.
homeboy Chris Boy. The joint is crazy. We actually shooting the video for like the soundtrack joint on
Yeah.
next week on the 6th. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be nuts. I did another movie called Styles. You know, I'm in that joint, and we working, man. Got my other album coming with Shanks. We did an album together called Ghetto Baby. So we working on that. That should be the y'all out of summer. So you know, I'm
All
working, man. No
all
days
right,
off,
man. So tell us, man, how does Volume 2 differ from Volume 1?
Um, Volume 2 is more my I don't want to say emotions, but it's more me expanding my horizons. You understand? Uh, Educated Thug Music Volume 1 was me getting shit off my chest to a lot of hater
Right.
motherfuckers that I was dealing with at the time. I had a lot of little issues going on with these whack ass rappers in this industry. So I had to put them in their place. You understand what I'm saying? Like I had some whack beef with some whack ass niggas in Harlem and some other shit. So I had to put a lot of niggas in their place. You understand? And this one now, uh, Volume 2 is more me and I'm in paradise. You understand? This is more relaxed. This is more breath of fresh air. You understand? This is more, you know. I got a lot of women's songs on here too, talking to the ladies. You understand? So I'm on my LL Cool J shit. You understand? So so yeah, that's what this album is, and I like it, man. It's a
Yes,
different
sir.
side of me that people don't
Man,
get a
and it
chance to see.
also speaks on transition because you're making that transition from, you had the chin check niggas on the first one to the second one. You're more laid back. You see more progression within your business ventures. And talk about your acting, man. Like, how did you make that transition? Was that an easy transition to make?
I love acting, man. I feel like I always been an actor, funny ass nigga. So, I love acting, man. I take scripts on that's me. I don't want to take any scripts on that's not me. I can't do a script that, you know what I'm saying? Um, so it's fun. I enjoy acting, man. It's a different side of me again. And I'm starting to like that a lot more, and I'm starting to branch into that a lot more. You know what I mean? because you gotta have multiple ways to make money. You understand? Don't have one trick. You gotta have multiple
That's,
tricks. So I love the acting, man. It was an
that's
easy
what it
transition, man.
is, man. And where can people find these films?
They'll be out next year, so look for them. You know what I mean? So it'll be one is going to actually be in a movie theater, and I believe the other one is going to be on
That's
Netflix.
what it is, man. Hitting, hitting
So
them
I'm
on both
excited.
sides,
Excited.
hitting them with the Tubi audience, and you hitting them with the big screen.
Yeah, and like I said, we shooting the soundtrack. We shooting the one of the joints that's on the soundtrack. Is one of my songs, and we're gonna be shooting a video for it next week. You know what I mean? Shout out to my manager, Sunny, for setting all that shit up. You know what I mean? She found a spot for me and everything like that. So it's
That's
dope. It's gonna be a
what it
dope
is.
video.
And on the new project, man, do you have any features and noteworthy producers in particular?
I got Dice Peso on the joint. I'm actually gonna be releasing my joint that I did with Max B. I got Max B on the joint. I got Shanks, my brother, on the joint. I got Molly. Shout out to Molly. I got who else I got on the joint? I got mad different. I got Q Williams on the joint. He's singing on there. Who else? I got a few different other people. I can't tell you everybody. I got a couple of surprises. I do got a joint with Ross, but that's on the low
Yeah,
low.
you
You know
got
what
to
I mean?
keep
So I got
that
a
in the
couple
back
joints.
pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
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 man. But
yeah.
people don't know, man. You've been on our show a couple times, and as we've been going from years to come, man, like we're on probably going on 600 episodes real soon, and we
Mm,
appreciate it, man. And we're
congratulations.
grabbing more audiences. So to let people know in particular more about you, man, tell us where you're originally from, and tell us about your upbringing, man.
Um, I'm originally from Brooklyn, Cooper Projects, born and raised. Shout out to all my niggas in Cooper. Originally straight out of Cooper. Migrated to Brownsville for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to Canarsie. And then after that, I did some time in jail. And then, I merged out to Long Island. Shout out to all my Long Island niggas. I just got they have a wall in Long Island of all the greatest artists like Rakim, EPMD, who else they got on the wall? Public Enemy, and they put me on the wall too as one of the greats. So I just want to shout out Long Island for that. I appreciate Long Island. They always show me love. That's my second home, my second family. You know what I mean? So that's it. And then, I'm
Yeah,
back in
and coming up
BK, baby.
around that time, how would you compare it to today? Like, is the same conditions that change and the people just different?
Yeah, everybody different. I mean, it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about music or if you're just talking about real life. But if you're talking about real life, how things used to be back in the days is definitely not the way it is. A lot of these motherfuckers is weird all around the board. They're weirdos. They not built on certain standards how they used to be, and it's hard to be who I am to fit in that shit because, like, I find myself turning off from people. You understand? It's just so many people that's in this industry and just in real life, they fucking weirdos. But a lot of people in this business, you got to deal with the weirdos. You dig what I mean? So, and me, I'm trying to understand how to do that, being the man that I am. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's good, what's good, what's good. I don't know how to deal with those weirdo ass niggas. You dig? So, the game has changed, and it changes. I feel like every month there's something new, or you know what I mean? So, you gotta be able, if you want to be in this business, you gotta have a thick skin and you gotta be able to change with the times.
Definitely.
So,
And then around this time period, as you upbringing, you started getting into the music. Like, what made you be like, I want to take this as a career. I want to take this seriously.
um, Max B, shout out to Max B. Max has always been my brother. He's taught me so much about this industry. When I was in jail, I've said it before. He's the one that showed me how to rap. I ain't know how to rap. I mean, I could say slick shit, but he showed me how to put it together, bit by bit and word by word. So I always give that man his respect. But when I saw that I can really do some damage with it, and that was around that same time he came home, I came home, we started to link. and I started to go my own way, and I seen that people gravitate to me with the music. I went
Yeah,
full
people don't
force with
know,
it.
man. He made a very within a short time. He made a very deep impact in the culture, for real.
That's a fact. Max is a god, man. He's a god among mortals, man. And I appreciate that I was able to learn from somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know. People think that you just wake up and start rapping, and some people do. But in order to go far with this shit, it's an art, and you got to learn your craft. You understand? You got to learn your skill. And I was able to have the time to learn from somebody great. You know what I mean? People don't get that chance to learn from the greats. You know what I'm saying? And Max to me is great and is a legend in his
Yeah,
own
man. 'Cause what
time.
made
So
him so impressive to me when I first heard about like a lot of those songs that you heard on those mixtapes, they sounded like actual songs, like real, no sample free, real,
facts.
real music. That showed me right there he has true aptitude.
Facts. And I appreciate that he taught me. He always told me one thing, and it stick with me every time I'm writing a song. He said, "You got to think outside the box. You just don't, you know what I mean? Don't just think like everybody else. Think outside the box. If you would say this, don't say that. Say this. You understand?" So I appreciate that, man, because every time I go to tackle a song and I would tackle it that way, I'm gonna tackle it another way. You understand? So I
Now,
really
as you
do appreciate
finding
that.
out your voice, like, were there any other MCs in particular that will influence you in, studying and, creating your style? Yeah,
Jay-Z, of course, everybody tell you that. Jay is, of course, Rick Ross. I'm like, that's like a god again. He's a god in the way he move. Drake, you know what I'm saying? And Red Cafe. And I can't forget Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane is definitely
yeah,
up there.
man, because that's when you know somebody is real serious about their craftsmanship is when they study the greats before them and the ones that's doing it currently. You know what I mean?
Factor. Factor. Yeah, those are the top legends right there in my book, man. Like, and they got the Dre's, they got the Snoops and all that, and I like their music. They who they are, and I respect them. But those are my picks. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't forget about the Dre's, the Snoops, the Ice Cubes. The T.I.s and all of them. I love some of these songs, but when I put an album in. I need to love the album from front to back. You understand me? You got to give me something from front to back, every song. You understand? And that's what I try to give my listeners. Every song I try to give you something from front to back. You dig what I mean? So those are my top hitters
And
right there.
then on
Those are my greats.
top of that, man, what's the key behind your stage name? I asked that to every artist because the stage name is anonymous to your personality. So what made you choose the name?
Thank you, family. I had the name Nimrod since I was 5 years old. My brother gave me that name. My brother AZ, shout out to AZ. God rest his soul. He gave me that name. I had that name since I was about 5 years old. The Bible is stories, you know what I'm saying? And in the Bible it was a person called Nimrod. He was Noah's grandson. He was the king of his own destiny. He did as he failed. And my brother said, like, 5 years old, seeing how I move, I was always a leader. You know what I'm saying? And he said he saw that in me. So, he just started calling me Nimrod, you know what I'm saying? And that stuck. They always call me
Yes,
Nimrod
sir.
since
And
then,
now
you know what I
you
mean?
now you getting it. Now you get out. You're finally getting out, and you're working on your music. Now, correct me though. Correct me. I could be wrong, but in our previous interview, did you say that you used to do internship?
I
Yeah.
did internship at Bad Boy for like 3 months. Yeah, that was fun, man. I got a chance to watch, shout out to Diddy. I know he going through a lot of shit right now, man. A lot of I want to say to a lot of people, man, y'all really whack, man. Because one minute y'all love him and y'all roll out the red carpet for that man, but now that he going through a little troubles, he's the worst person in the world. So, the Diddy man, if you hear me, man, hold your head, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Fuck him. You understand what I'm saying? People going to say what they want to say, and people going to hate, man. Fuck them. You know what I mean? That's the industry for you. 1 minute they love you, but as soon as it's one little itty bitty thing negative, everybody want to jump on you. I went through that shit. Like again, I was at one point. I'm always the man. Let me not change that. But I was doing my thing. I'm still doing my thing. But when one little thing happened with these whack ass Harlem niggas that I was dealing with, then everybody tried to turn against me. So you always gotta. And I beat the punches. I rose to the top. And to Diddy, I just say, bro, keep doing what you're doing, bro, and stay focused, man. That's a fact, man. But yeah, I interned over there, Bad Boy, and it was a pleasure watching Diddy, man, and a couple of people over there work. I learned a lot, and that helped me to run my company, Federal District, with the artists that I
Yeah,
had
because
at the time.
that's
So
a key proposition on, you building your story, man. And what we like to do, we like to keep it positive because, we ain't trying to gossip, man. But what was one of the main lessons that he told you and how to stay aware of these sharks in the industry?
uh, never, never go for the bullshit. Stand on your own morals. Stand on your ground. If you feel and you believe what you saying and what you doing is right, don't let nobody change what you feeling. You understand? If you're gonna do something and you're gonna make an impact in this business, do it your way. Don't follow it. So bottom line, when I tell artists and I tell people, don't
Mm.
go with the flow, be the flow. You understand? That's kind of what I took from that shit. So, that's kind of what he taught me. Don't go with the flow, be the flow.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
out of that camp, there's a lot of stars came out of there, and they all had their own individual personality. They all had their own flows, their own styles.
That's a fact. So you can't I don't toot my own horn, but
Yeah.
everybody can't be a leader. You understand? That's why they have record labels and they have artists that sign to labels because artists can't. A lot of artists don't know how to be a leader. They don't know how to step up and be a leader. It's not on a basketball team. There's always that one star. Chicago had Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? This team has this. It's always so, and that's the leader. So every artist and every person don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to be a leader. You dig what I'm saying? So when you have that leader mentality and shit like that, that's where you get. Don't go with the flow. Be the flow. You got to be that leader. You got to be that boss. You understand? I always that person when I step outside. You understand? I always got to be that boss. When I walk in the
Back.
room, the light got to shine. You understand? So I try to be that at all times. You know what I mean? People deal with people business wise. Because I have other companies that I do real estate, stock market, and when I walk in that room, I want you to feel my presence as me being a boss of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So, you always be that boss, man. Always stand
And
on your
then you
own
go in
ground.
and you form it. Instead of doing what a lot of artists would do is, you shot for a deal. You decide like, you know what, I'm gonna create my own destiny. I'm gonna form my own label. Now, you care to tell people who have inspirations to do that? What's the day-to-day operations is like in running an indie?
It's the devil's bunghole. You know what I mean? Because you got to deal with these artists. I've had artists ungrateful motherfuckers, and that's the one thing that you get. You take these artists. I've had 10 artists. I've just recently talked about this with one of my associates, Sean. He's been down with me for about 6-7 years now. Um, and he's watched everything. And I have took these artists, I have shot their videos, I have uh, put them in platforms they have never been in, I've put them in shows that they've never
Mm.
been in. I had them everywhere. 10 artists, me by myself, paying for it. Nobody gave me an extension of money, nothing. I paid for their videos. Oh, Sean on here right now, he said facts. I paid for their videos. I flew them out to Miami. I've done everything for them. You understand? 10 artists, myself. That's why I can't have certain conversations with other people. Because if you ain't never put an artist on the forefront and put them out and got them numbers and got them videos, what are we talking about? So the day-to-day operations for that shit is a lot. And if you don't have the mental mindset for it, don't bother. Don't bother, because dealing with these artists, they hard-headed. They do what the fuck they want to do. They feel once they get a little shine, oh fuck you, they'll turn their back on you. It's a lot, and a lot of it brings you down. As you being an artist yourself, it's stressful because it's like, damn, I put all this into you, and you shit on me like that. It makes you want to go crazy and put your hands on them. That's why I said to you earlier that being in this business,
Right.
you got to have a different mindset and a thicker skin. Because if I was the nigga I
Yeah.
used to be, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It would be crazy. I'm not the same dude. You know, if I was the old me, you know, it would have been a different conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta have a thicker skin, man, and you know, take things with a grain of salt in this business. You know, and if you don't have those things, don't
Yeah.
try to do a
People
label.
don't understand, and I think
No.
people that don't understand about the layers of being your own operation, it's like, yeah, it's easy to look into the tails, because you know we've seen a lot of artists, they get screwed, but there's a lot of artists that got good deals, and they don't understand that
Hmm.
in comparison to a lot of the deals are from the up higher ups, the brothers give you better deals, man. Like,
That's a fact. That's a fact. Be independent. It's a cool thing. I love. I'm working on a situation to be signed, but to be a black man as myself and be able to open a business and help other black men and women, and then they shit on you is such
right.
a stab. You understand? You know what I mean? So it's a lot, man. Like it's a lot to be in this business, man. It takes a lot of character, a lot of focus, a lot of energy. And again, like I said, if you don't have those things, you know, just stick on being an artist, man. Don't step into this
Yeah,
venture, because
a lot
it
of the artists,
sucks,
they
man.
figure
It really does.
you're supposed to have more than the boss. I'm like, he's the supplier. The supplier is supposed to get recouped. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let me get
like
my
that.
money back. Let me get my little change and my little coins I put in. You understand? So you know, it is what it is, man. But you know, everything is
Right.
a lesson. You understand? And I've learned that everything is a lesson. I only got two artists that I work with right now, and that's Molly and my brother Shanks. And Molly's been around me for about a year and some change now. Very loyal person. Before I even decided to put her on Federal, Shanks has been my brother for almost 2 years now. Good dude, and stuff like that. So those are the only two people I'm really working with. You know what I mean? I've learned to step back and not invite everybody
Yeah.
into my kingdom. You understand? You know, when you're a good-hearted nigga, you want everybody to shine. So, oh, everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. But you got to learn how to step back and be like, you know, that's why a lot of these artists went through that. These mainstream artists, and they don't fuck with everybody. You gotta have a meeting, have a meeting, have a meeting, have a meeting to even speak to them. And that's why, because they don't want to endure everybody, because they don't know who to trust. And that's because they done dealt with so much of bullshit. So, you know, and that's the same way I am now. You can't even contact me. I don't look at my DMs. I don't conversate with nobody. I don't do none of that shit, because you just can't get in touch with me. Just talk to my manager. Like talk
Yeah,
to
I don't
Sonny.
blame you,
Don't
man.
talk to me.
And and another question too, you know, in regards of you running your day-to-day operation, like what do you look for in artists in terms of attributes to be a part of your label?
Real music. Not this bubblegum shit now, not that drill shit, not that trap shit. I want real music. I grew up on it. And I know times change, but I just can't get jiggy with that other shit. So I'm not gonna bring anybody to my label that don't do that. Molly, she's a real rapper. She's rapped. I've put on a couple of joints. She's one joint we did. I had to go back and rewrite my verse, 'cause I was
Oh
like, oh, you ain't
wow.
gonna be rhyming like that on my shit. You understand me? And so I had to go step my shit up, go gadget. And then you know, Shanks is a real artist. He could do any kind of music. So, you know, I just look for real music. If you're a singer, I want that Mary J. Blige feel. If you're a female singer, if you're a male singer, I want that Case. I want that Jodeci. That Brian McKnight. You understand? I want that real music. I don't want the bullshit anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's what
man.
I'm looking for.
We want that energy back. It's more so the energy out there.
Mhm.
It's just that
The energy.
a lot of the figureheads, they don't really have black music as their supply and demand at this moment, because right now they're looking at Afro beats and Latin music. But you know, we was talking about this, I
Mhm.
think the last show, about ain't no artist really top the charts this year. I look at it as a blessing in disguise, because now guys can go ahead and really focus on their
Yeah.
craft and really be creative.
Yeah. I forgot what's his name. I don't know who this guy is name, but he was he got the top rapper of the year. I forgot this nigga name, man. Oh, it was so disheartening. What the fuck was this nigga name? But he had that dance where you smack your side of your pants and all that shit real crazy. I forgot his name, but he was the top rapper of the year. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? He's
I
the
think you talking
rapper of the
about Uzi
year?
Vert.
Like, this is crazy, dude. Yes, bruh, bruh. What is going on with
I
this?
look, I don't even
Bruh.
get mad. I don't even get
That's
mad
crazy.
like that, because I look at who's in part of that term of media. I look at who's making these lists, and that's what makes me go further in, what we do, and interviewing guys like you and hitting that turf and bringing that good content out there. Because man, we can't let these guys have it all and anoint weirdos around. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm I'm happy that
Yeah,
is
that's
that
good.
again is a black brother that's shining. Let's not take that away from me. But I can't get jiggy with the music. But I'm happy that it's a brother
Yeah.
up there. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe Jay-Z, he signed a Rock Nation, so that's even another
Hmm.
plus. You understand? So, but I just, let's get somebody that can rap. Let's get a Jada Kiss up there. Let's get myself up there. You understand? Let's get those
Yeah, that's
niggas up there.
like there's
That's
a
what I
lane
want to
for
see.
everybody. It's just people want to focus on
Right.
one part of the craftsmanship. There's so many layers within this culture, man, that everybody deserves exposure. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a super fact. So yeah, but no, shout out to the Uzi Vert. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to knock nobody hustle. I just want to see some rappers up there. If
Yeah,
you say you the rapper of the year, I want to see
yeah.
a rapper up there.
That bring your balls to the
That's all.
equation, man. Now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
let me
That's
ask you
it,
this though,
man.
man. When your music reached out of your region for the first time, what was your reaction like? Like, what was it like touring Tokyo for the first time?
Ah, man, Tokyo was crazy. I was young though. I did Tokyo in 2013 with PMD. I was young, like I was a young nigga. So it was amazing. I had a great time. You know what I mean? The love that was given was different. You never seen nothing like that before. And then I went back out to Tokyo again in 2016 on my own. It wasn't for no music shit though. It was just more for um just to get out of town and, and vacate a little bit. But yeah, it was amazing, man. Australia was another spot that was amazing. I did Australia 2017. I had a show out there and I vacate and it was more of a vacation for me, but I had a show out there and that shit was the bomb as well too. So, that's where I get a lot of my overseas fan base from. Shout out to PMD. If it wasn't for PMD, I've been blessed to work with some of the greatest, from Max to PMD, and it pushed my career in a certain lane. You know what I mean? And it's made me get over the hump when a lot of artists would have had to struggle in certain areas I didn't. So, educated thug music went platinum and some change. You understand? So, and that's just from my overseas run. You know what I mean? And then once I signed over to Wu-Tang Management, it was like it even went further. So
Yeah, that was like a
it's a
match made in
beautiful thing.
heaven, because man, Wu Tang's prominence over Japan, overseas, period, is just crazy.
Right, right. I get a lot of people in my inbox. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, a lot of my followers. If people see my followers, they all from overseas. Most of my followers on my IG that's following me is all from overseas. So, and I appreciate
Yeah, the
the love, man. I
beautiful
appreciate
part
the
about
gratitude.
overseas is that they still follow hip hop, man. They don't care what's trending. They don't care if it's hip hop. We riding with it.
Word. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. So I've been lucky to be blessed, man. Overseas, and now we getting everybody into it over here in the States, man. I've been on Hot 97 constantly. Shout out to DJ Spazzo. Shout out to Drewski, you know what I'm saying? So, we going in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? I'm all through LA right now, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So we
Yes,
going in the
sir,
right
man.
direction, man.
And
I'm happy.
another thing too, man. I want to just send my thoughts and prayers to Royal Flush. I know you collab with him. We had him
Shout out
on
to
the,
Flush.
yeah, we had him on the
Yes, that's my
show
brother,
last year,
man.
man. It was a great build with him. He's a real good dude. We want to send our prayers on behalf of to him and his family for what he's going through. We know he got it. He's gonna fight this battle to the end.
Yeah, I just talked to Flush the other day. That's my brother. He was on Educated Thug Music, matter of fact. I didn't get a chance to get him on Funk Sway, and then I wanted to get him on this album, but then he's dealing with all this, that, and the third. But shout out to Flush, man. I love Flush, man. He's a good dude, genuine dude, funny guy, man. And he gonna pull right through this, man, and knock it out the box,
Yeah,
man. So love Flush to death, man. That's another one that's sitting down there. We get a cup of Hennessy, and we just talking about the music business and about life. He got so much of jewels to add on. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like I just been blessed, man. I've been blessed to work with, to be around the greats, to talk to the greats,
yeah,
and work with the
man. And
greats.
I can tell he was a real genuine, solid dude, man. Cause we had almost close to like 2 hour bill. We had to go overtime with that show there. We had to go literally overtime
Really?
because even though the setup is 2 hours, and we were just praying that it could
Right.
go at least an extra 20 minutes at least. I was like, please, we get some films up here from this brother, man. We gotta let this thing keep going, and we ended up having it. So he gave us one of the best
Nah, that's a
interviews of
fact.
last year. So big shout out to Royal Flush, man. Very solid guy.
Yes. Shout out to my brother, Real Flush. He gonna be good, man. That's that and the third. I'm gonna get
That's
him on
right.
the next. So he gonna be on volume 3. Y'all look out for that. That's gonna be next year. We gonna get him on there. He gonna be
Yeah,
rocking,
we
man.
keeping
So
it
we
based and
rocking.
positive, man. Now, one of my favorite songs from you was, and this is very relatable, was King and I, man, because it talks about shiesty shit that goes on, man.
hmm Yeah, that was it. Like I said, that year I was in my bag putting a lot of these rap niggas in place. I had to let niggas know, like, lyrically, you can't fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I do all kind of music, but I had to get lyrical on that song and on that album and let niggas know lyrically, y'all niggas really can't fuck with me. You can't hold a candle to me. None of that shit. You know what I mean? And the numbers reflected. I think that song did like what,
Woo.
200,000 in 3 weeks. So I'm like, wow, like, so it was a big deal when that song. I think that album came out in 2021, and I murdered that. I went to Miami to do my album release party out there. Uh, I forgot the boy name, man. The DJ. Uh, he going through some shit right now. What's the DJ's name, man? They're going through it right now. They just hit him with that shit with the
Envy,
houses.
envy.
Uh, the Breakfast Club nigga. Yeah, yeah. I did my album release party out there with that, and I did King and I. It was going crazy over that joint. You know what I'm saying? So big, 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 big fun, man. It's one of
And,
my favorites
yeah,
too.
and finding out your music crossing over to Miami, dog. Like finding out you going from pretty much regional to seeing your music cross over to different territories, man. What was that feeling like, bro?
It was great, man. Miami's my third home. You understand? I got a condo out there, so I'm always out there. You know what I'm saying? Miami, my third home. I love Miami. They show me so much love when I go out there, and I'm about to do the same thing in Atlanta because Atlanta's about to be my fourth home. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna be in LA, baby. So it's good, man. I love to see people reacting. You know the one thing that I say, I love New York. I love New York. But they show you more love out of town. And and it's fucked up. I'm from here, born and raised. And I don't get the love that I should get. But if I go to Miami or I go to Atlanta or I go to LA or I go to North Carolina, the niggas roll out the red carpet for me. Like I'm some rare statue
Right.
object that they've never seen before. And it's sad. It's sad. But I love it, man, because I just did a show in North Carolina, excuse me, and I didn't even know that they knew my music. And they was up there singing my shit. So it make me feel good. It make me feel real good. So, shout out to everybody everywhere that's supporting the movement, Federal District, Wu-Tang Management, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
COD, you know what I
It
mean?
kind of,
I
yeah, your
appreciate
story
it.
reminds me of what ASAP Rocky said. ASAP Rocky said nobody in New York wanted to play his records, so he had to go down to Texas to get hot. He went down to Texas, he went down to Florida, and he started more so incorporating the South into his sound with the screw sound and stuff, and they started rocking with his music. And then New York followed up later on.
Yeah. And it makes us look bad, like it's from New York. Well, I think he's from Harlem. Like, I mean, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame, man, but you know what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be the followers. When we have somebody from New York that's popping, show love, man. But you know what it is? A lot of it is oversaturation with these artists out here in New York. So, they may hear something and that shit may be the joint, but they may be like, well, he got the joint too. So now that artist got to go out of town to get hot. And then once he get hot, everybody's on his nuts or everybody's on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of
it's
pillars
what it
that's
is,
that
man. So
that's taking place within the culture. Like, well, how do you feel about ageism? Because you got people that feel if you rapping over 30, you should just give it up. Do you feel that hip hop is considered a young man's game, or should it be just expanded for everybody, long they nice?
50 years of
Mm.
hip hop show that ain't nobody's game. You understand? It's who can hold the torch, who can get out
Mm.
there and rock. You understand? Um, Age don't mean shit. You know if you would say that, then all these older singers or what's his name shouldn't be singing. Should be rapping is what you feel. If it sounds good and it makes sense, go out there and do your thing. You understand? Even if you got to go out there with a cane or a walker or a wheelchair, whatever you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do your thing. It's no age to nothing, man. Like music is timeless. You understand? Music is timeless. I love all kind of music, man. I listen to everything. I listen to the rock and roll, Evanescence, you too. I listen to anything, country music, old school shit. Like music is timeless, man. There's no age to that shit, man. Get out there and do your thing, man. I'd rather listen to a lot of these older rappers than these young dudes because they're not saying shit to me. You know what I mean? And maybe it's because I'm older, but I want to hear something. I want to hear you put some bars together. And I know a lot of young niggas. It's a artist. Damn, man. This nigga left my mind. My son is
Oh,
nice as fuck. He sound like Hove a lot. Young boy, but he
man, what's
put
that
the
nigga?
bars together real good. You
I'm
understand?
trying to think of what's that dude name, man. I
Huh?
know who you're talking about. I got him on the top of the list.
Yeah, his name is like TV. It sound like a TV name or something like that, like TV, something like that, or whatever like that. But that boy nice as hell. You understand me? Wolf Flock, he on here right now. He's
Mm.
another young boy that really rap. I fuck with that boy. You know what I mean? So it ain't an age thing. It's skill. It's all about skill. Show
Yeah,
me your skill. Cause cause when I get up there, I'm a rock. Bar for bar, baby.
yeah, because
Bar for
I
bar.
think it's very disingenuous to say that to a lot of artists, especially older artists, because you don't see them doing that to rock and roll artists. You still see Pantera and Metallica and
That's a fact.
all these acts still performing. You see Ozzy Osbourne with one fucking leg still out there. You know what I'm saying? Performing.
That's a
This nigga
fact.
got no
You
teeth.
absolutely right. It's
This
not a
nigga got
it's not an age
no
thing,
teeth.
man.
He's still fighting pigeons and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like so. It's like they still going crazy over that dude. We telling them. We telling
Yeah,
them.
that's a fact.
But we tell it other. That was funny. That was funny. That was off script right there. That's the damn truth, man. Cause it's like these niggas still out there doing that. They still going crazy, but yet we sitting there telling Rakim and Coogee Rap to sit down. Nah, Rakim can still outbar these niggas.
Now, let me tell you something. Coogee Rap is one of the most lyrical artists I've ever heard of. I had the pleasure of meeting that man about 3 years ago, man. On the whim, and I just said, yo, bro, I just want to shake your hand. He like, nah, shit, I want to shake your hand. You know, I was at a show and I performed, and I did King and I. And he's like, yo, I want to shake your hand. And I was like, nah, man, I want to shake your hand. You understand? So Coogee Rap is a king, man, a god, man. He's
Man, nigga, one of my
balls to
personal
heck.
favorites right there. Like I got him in one of my Mount Rushmore for street spitters. Like nobody put him up there, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, you listen to Coogee Rap, Live or Let Die, one of the hardest albums ever.
Ever, 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 ever. So yeah, man, it's no bottom line. There's no age, man. If you making good music, continue to make good music, man. Continue no matter how old you are, man. I love this shit. I don't know how long I'm gonna be. If I become one of those legends or whatever like that, I don't know. I may be 70 making music and getting on that stage as long as I can. You understand? Because I love it. I really do love it. What makes me not love it is these whack ass people you meet. You know what I mean? But I love doing this shit, man. I love to be in the studio, create. I love to do my videos. I make my own videos. You understand me? I mean, I produce them. I produce all my videos. I love that shit, man. So I love this whole
Yeah,
industry, man.
yeah,
It's a
they,
beautiful
because
thing.
nobody likes the business side. You talking to these weird execs, and because they really don't understand culture in particular, man. They only understand analytics and numbers.
That's facts. That's a fact. Listen, I number crunch with a motherfucker to death. Let's do
Right.
it. But it just gotta make sense. You understand what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. It
Yeah,
gotta
'cause
make
one thing for
sense. So
sure is what I don't like about a lot of labels is they'll go ahead, they'll sign a nigga for so much money, right? And as soon as they sign them, they
hmm
try to change them, and they try to make songs like Drake or make songs like um J. Cole or something. I'm like, nah, you signed that dude for him to do what he's supposed to do.
what's up, sis? That's a fact. That's a fact. But it's in their contract though. Uh when when I signed the Wu-Tang management, I gotta do me. You understand? Nobody can change me. And so I was free to do my thing and be me. So when you go, my thing to tell these artists, when you go in to sign your paperwork or sign whatever you're going to sign, make sure you can keep your originality and be you. You understand? Know what you're negotiating and know what you're signing.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So,
And to let people know, man, tell them about the importance of collaborations and that paperwork and getting all that done, because people be thinking we just go ahead, do a song, we shake hands, we kick it and all that and go. Nah, there's a lot of residuals need to be showcased.
get that one sheet. Get that one sheet. Get that one sheet. Fill that motherfucker out.
Straight up. They,
Fill that shit out so you can get your points, and the engineer can get his points, and then the person you did your feature with can get their points. You understand? So the producer get 50 points, and if you do a feature with somebody, then after that 50, y'all split that 50 however y'all
yeah.
want to
Reason
split it.
why
You know what
I
I mean?
brought
That's
that
that.
up, man,
So
reason why I brought that up because somebody pitched this to me with like, yeah, man, I want Nas and AZ to do an album. I'm like, it ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. You gotta, because there's a lot of business involved with that.
the numbers gotta make sense, man. It just it took Jim Jones and Mano a while to get that done. You know what I mean? Um, because the numbers got to make sense. Who you gonna do the album with? What label? If you gonna rock with a label, if you guys are being independent, then we got to sit down and make sure when we putting our money into it, it got to make it. Everything has to make sense. The numbers got to make sense. That split sheet got to make sense, especially when there's producers involved or this person involved. You know what I'm saying? Like again, there's only 100% on there, and you got to split 100 between however many people you split it
Right.
between. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
it just
People
all
be
got to make
thinking,
sense,
oh, we
man.
can just call this guy, we can just do an album. That shit ain't that simple, man. It's a lot of ramifications on it.
It ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. Unless you just paying a person for
Yeah,
their verse. I've done that. You just flat out paying them. Here, this is what I'm paying you. You don't get no royalties. You don't get a percentage. You don't get nothing. This is the money that I'm paying you for your verse. I appreciate you. Thank you. You dig what I'm saying? Everything else is 100% mine. Unless I got to split it with my producer or my engineer or whatever like that. You dig what I mean? So, you just gotta know your business, man. If you know your business, you can make some decent money in this business. You understand? I try to tell artists, um, I've been in this business for 10 years. I try to tell artists, it's no money in the music business. It's not about money. It's about the fame. Once you get the fame, then you get money. You understand? Because from the fame, you're gonna be getting money elsewhere, and by then you should have your own businesses, so you be able to compensate yourself and make money. You understand? Buying albums, people not buying albums no more. When you go to put your album up, no matter where you put it, they can go steal it. It's ways of getting that music. You understand? All you gotta do is put your name in and keep Googling and keep going until you find where it's free at. You dig me? So it's no money in the music business. You understand? It's in other businesses, in your fame, that's what gets you your money. So
yeah.
they gotta just know the business, man. They'll be all right.
Streaming really put a damper in a lot of that for real because that changed in this format for real.
A lot of it. Yeah. Snoop said it the best. He like, I don't know where to go get no money at no more. He's like, somebody tell me where because I don't know who to get it from. Like, because the industry is fucked up. You can't, that's another reason that listen, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Another one of the reasons why these actors went on strike. Why? Because niggas
Right.
ain't going to the movies no more. Because I can watch that shit from my house. Because I got the thing where I could just manipulate it and watch it from my
Right.
crib. So I don't need to go to the movies. So they gotta find a way to stop this streaming shit in the same way to stop this streaming that people can get the movies firsthand. They gotta find a way to stop that shit. But you can't because you know what? They invented the internet. So you can't
Yeah, I
stop it.
think what they did was
Can't.
they kind of devalued the art with streaming because now you could get a whole catalog of music for $9.99 subscription.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And we as the artists get crumbs, paper crumbs. I'm talking about movies. What's the brother name from
Terrence
uh
Howard.
Hustle and Flow? He made $12,000
Damn.
off that movie. You understand? $12,000 off a movie that made 100 million and better. $12,000. Okay, and he was the star of that movie. So that's kind of the same thing with a little twist with these rappers. They're not making money like that no more because everybody got to get their paper first, and then you just streaming it for free, kind of. So it's nobody making money out of this music shit no more. It's just not it. It's the fame that you get leads you to do commercials. Like you see Snoop Dogg is on commercials. He's doing cooking shows. He's doing this because you gotta go sing elsewhere to make your bread. When the last time Snoop Dogg came out with a song?
Years ago.
Think about it. Think about it. Nobody with these older artists when they're not coming out with no music, they doing other things, movies, commercials, other deals to because they're famous. They're using their fame to get paid, and
And you
that's
know
how
what's
you got
crazy?
to do it.
about the Terrence Howard thing was they even got actors in 360 deals now because he said that the two songs that he performed, "Whoop That Trick" and "How to Hard Out Here for a Pimp," what they did was they put the songs on the soundtrack with him rapping, but they didn't put his name as him rapping over. They put the name of the character up there, so they ain't had to pay him.
Exactly.
I was like,
That's it. So now he didn't make no bread off of his performance or none of that. He just made the little $12,000. That ain't shit. You can't go buy a nice car for 12 grand. What you doing with
and Hustle on the
$12,000?
Floor was one of the biggest movies of 2005. 3 6
Off of
Mafia
MTV. Come on, man.
3 6
Let's
Mafia
talk
won
about it.
Oscars off of it. That's crazy if you really think about it.
Yeah, man, that movie was like I think that movie I gotta Google it just to be sure. But even with Google, they lie, but maybe like 100 mil or something like that. That movie seen numbers, man. And then you gotta think about it. It just didn't stop there. Like after the movie, it came out on DVD. Niggas brought the DVD. Like, come on, like you know what I'm saying? So it's just hard out here for a pimp was like that hit a couple of other things. People use that. You know what I'm saying? Whoop that trick. Like it's that man should have been compensated all the time.
Man, it's crazy how now this is the cool part about the business is that's where you start missing out on future royalties because now people are using "whoop that trick" now. Even when you look at wrestling shows, niggas is using the term "whoop that trick." And Terrence Howard can't get off of
it. Exactly. So it's like, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? It's crazy. It's like, where's my money at, man? Like, I need my money, baby.
You know what? I think
some dollars.
What though? You know, he did the Best Man joint, then he did the Iron Man. The Iron Man alone probably gonna have him fat for the next couple of decades.
Yeah, he doing well. Still in my interview. Yeah, he doing well. He's still doing well.
Yeah. So yeah, big shout out to Terrence Howard, man.
Man. That's why he say he wouldn't be acting no more. You know what I'm saying? He said he's gonna retire from that shit. But I like him as an actor. He's definitely one of my faves, man.
Always been solid, man. He always been a solid one for real, man. I never seen him compromise.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You got to do it your way, baby. Don't go with the flow. Be the flow.
So yeah, I want you to ask you too, man. What was the importance of knowing how to network with not only executives but also the fans? Oh, hold on.
I didn't hear you.
You hear me?
Your phone cut up.
Yeah, like what is the importance of knowing how to network with not only the executives but also mainly your fan base?
Oh, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You know, you might not be able to get that money the way you need to, but you want people to know your music. You need to get out there and shake some hands and kiss some babies, as they used to say. You know what I mean? A lot of artists don't want to do that no more. Every artist, they want to do everything from online. Get out there. Go back to guerrilla pimping, man. Go back to getting out there, being in the DJ's faces. You know, even if you gotta give the DJ, slip the DJ in the club a little $25, $50, buy him a drink. Be like, spend my music, man. You know, get out here and network with the people in the clubs. When I go out, I'm just not going out. It's not about a performance. I'm going out to go network. I'm going out to go check Spazzo. I'm going out to go check Self, or I'm out to go, just check any DJ. Yo, listen, man, y'all ain't got that new Nymrod shit? Well, now you do. You understand? You got to get out there and just maintain with people, man, and build with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. And it's hard. It really is hard. You understand? Because, again, people assholes. But you got to get out there and do that shit. If you don't get out there and do that shit, then you in the wrong line of business. You understand? This is a business at the end of the day. People forget that. They think it's just partying and hanging out with your homeboy or homegirl. This is a business. And you got to know
It's
Know
actually
how to be in a business.
95% business and 5% talent.
95%. That's right. That's a factory.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, man, 95%. I'm gonna repeat it again for people listening. 95% business, 5% talent. If it was really about talent,
That's
if it was
right.
really about
That's
talent,
right.
niggas like
That's what
Royce the 5'9" be 10 times platinum.
easy. Easy.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah. Royce, it
hottest.
be
One of the
Royce,
greatest.
Lupe Fiasco, all those guys be 10 time platinum by now.
Lupe did his numbers though. Back then when you was able to make good money off of
Yeah,
music, Lupe, when he linked with Kanye, did his numbers, man. Did his numbers, man. That album
that food and liquor.
set him
Yeah,
over the
hey,
top,
yeah. When
man.
he was on the Touch the Sky.
Yeah. After he did Touch the Sky, he went on. He had two albums out. He had that album that he dropped, and then another album after that, and they did great. And then, I guess he just disappeared. I guess he went to do other things, but
Yeah, yeah.
he did his
Yeah.
numbers.
Good reminder on that, because sometimes, even though we do the interviews, we need to be reminded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I stay up on my hip hop, baby. I stay up on it, man. Let me tell you something. I'm on if I'm on the road, you know what I'm saying, or I'm in the house, man. That's what I'm listening to, man. I put my headphones on and I just zone out and listen to music, man. So I listen to everything, man. Das Effects, everything. I was just listening. That's why I said that. I was just listening to Das Effects' first album before I got on
Oh
this
man,
thing.
classic,
They want effects. They
classic.
want effects.
And people don't really give them a lot of props
Mhm.
these days, man. Because I'm thinking the same credit they give the Migos for, popularizing a new style for the generation. Das Effects definitely did that because, man, everybody was starting to rap like them niggas. I remember Ice Cube started rap like them.
It's a fact. That's a fact. They still playing Das Effects in China right now. I tell
Yeah,
you
let's
that.
go
They still
what we were
playing that
saying
shit.
earlier, man. The people overseas, they have a true appreciation for the music, man. Like that's why them guys could probably get 100K over there doing the show.
That's a fact. It's different over there, man. It's different. PMD, we was out there for 5 months. He was doing a show every other night. Every other night. So
Man.
it's different
So
money,
who you
man.
feeling out there in New York right now that you think can carry on to the next year, to 2024?
Hmm. Uh, I'm definitely feeling my brother Shanks.
Got to put the
My
team
team, of
first.
course, Molly Shanks, Nick Gunn. Yeah, definitely Nick Guns. Uh, shout out to Nick Guns. He's doing his motherfucking thing. Uh, uh, I don't know. I don't want to leave nobody out, but I don't want to add people just to add people neither. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many. It ain't too many niggas I'm feeling, man. That really rap to me. So if I don't mention your name, that's just my opinion. But Shanks, Nick Guns, myself, Molly, Peso, Jim, Woo Flock. You know what I'm saying? Uh, is Hoffa. My team, man. My team. That's it. We got New York gonna have New York in a
Yeah,
chokehold,
man.
baby.
Yeah, because I see hip
That's
hop
it.
in a way, and this is just to me. This helps me actually cope, believe it or not. But I see hip hop doing great. Now that mainstream shit, that shit is a corpse. That's done. You know what I'm saying? But hip hop is in a great space because you got the underground booming. You got your guys like Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Crit, all those guys becoming veterans now. You still got the OGs still doing it.
Right.
You got Griselda out there.
That's
You
a
got
fact.
Larry June. You got a lot of niggas in there.
hmm Oh, shout out to, oh my gosh, I don't know how I forgot him. Another one. Shout out to 38 Special, man. He's a fucking animal.
Yeah, he hit a
38
billion
Special is a
streams the other day.
beast. That motherfucker is a
And he could
beast.
produce. That nigga got the best of both.
Yeah. Guys, him and Benny the Butcher and the Machine.
Big birthday shout
Yeah,
out to
those
Benny,
niggas is
man. I got a
crazy.
picture with him up there. Y'all can check on the page right there,
Yeah,
man.
big
Big shout out to
birthday.
the Soprano family.
Yeah. The Butcher coming, baby. I
Man.
like that
But
shit.
yeah, man, we got to, probably about to wrap it up,
Butcher,
man, because
man.
you know I
Butcher,
don't want
man.
Instagram cutting off the bill, man. But you care to let people know where they can find you, man?
Gotta tell people, man, I'm Googleable, man. Follow me, man. NYMROD. Again, NYMROD. Google me. Everything gonna come up. I'm Googleable. Don't take my word. That's my shit. NYMROD. My name is Nymrod, God's gift in the world's future. The devil's advocate, disrespect and not shoot. Your Brooklyn finest, LI representative, NYC ambassador, Max B apprentice. So focused, I finish the sentence. God look like, God look right. Make sure y'all get that album February 14th of next year. February 14th. ETM, Educated Thug Music Volume
Yes, sir.
2, The Voice of God. You
Yes, sir.
understand?
Big shout out to Sonny for
Holla.
getting this set up, man. We definitely gonna, yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
shout
gonna
out to
do
my
more,
manager.
man.
She working. Yes, she working. Shout out to my whole team. They working. Sean, Lola, Sonny. We working. Shanks, man. Don't forget your boy Shanks. Mr. No Days Off. You know what I mean? Mama.
No doubt,
You know, we working,
man. I'm
baby.
letting y'all know too, man. Episode 600 is going down soon. We knocking them episodes out. We're gonna have we're gonna do some WrestleMania shit with this one. We're gonna do a 2-day event with this here. So it'll be a 2-day celebration. So niggas ain't gonna have no excuse to not pull up. We taking money, donations, all that stuff.
Well, I'm outside. You gotta
Definitely.
let me know where it's at. You
I'll
outside? I'm
let you know,
outside
man.
with
As
you,
soon as I
baby.
get a date, when we hit that date, oh man, it's gonna be a crazy show. Phone lines probably gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, just want to give a big shout out before I get off here. My producer, Cover, shout out to Cover COD, man. Shout out to the Star Nation, Yo Star. Shout out to DJ Drewski. Shout out to DJ Spazzo. You understand? They got New York in a frenzy right now. You understand? So we outside, baby, man. Love is love to everybody. You there? You fuck with Federal Wu-Tang
Most
Management,
def,
man. We fuck
man.
with you back.
Big
You
shout out
heard?
to my co-host T Max. Big shout out to L out of Sandman, Miss Chinchilla, all those co-hosts in spirit. Screwball Radio. We will be back there Saturday night. And I'm out, y'all. Much love to you, brother.
Peace, baby.